Welcome to a bicycle immobilization lock. I got it from Victor while we were on vacation, but you can see meanwhile I'm back in my lock lab. For those of you who have watched my collaboration videos from my vacation with Victor, I can tell you that there is still one more video to go. But now to this lock. It's a bicycle lock for the back wheel of the bicycle, and it's attached to the frame of the bike. When the locked up state, the back wheel cannot turn, so you cannot drive away or ride away with the bike unless you insert the key and twist it, so the lock will unlock and gives free the way for the back wheel. The key is key retaining, so you never forget to take along your key when you ride with your bike. And when you want to lock it up, you just have to pull down this handle and it locks in place and you can remove the key. I will go over to my computer to show you how this looks like on a bicycle. So here's just a random picture from the internet on how this looks like when it's installed on a bike. I think you can easily figure out how this works. Now back to this lock. From the keyway, when looking inside, we can see that this is a double-sided wafer lock. There are wafers on the top and on the bottom. From the key, we can see that the bidding is symmetric. That means no matter in which direction we insert the key, we can unlock the lock. There is a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 wafers. I believe 4 on the top and 4 on the bottom. The main point of this video is actually to show you how easy it is to rake a lock like this. I will first use a standard hook to pick the wafers and open up the lock, and then we will compare the time to a tool like this, which is a rake for a double-sided wafer lock, and you will be amazed and surprised about the difference. So let me clamp it in a vise and we will see how it goes. So here you can see my clamping setup. As I said, first I want to single pin pick it. For tensioning I use this homemade tension bar that fits nicely in this keyway because it's so wide open. And for picking the pins, I used this thick hook that I got from a Chinese pick set. Alright, I slide it in and see if there are binding wafers on the bottom. Yes, and the core turns more and more in the process of picking. That's really funny. So currently it looks like the bottom wafers are set or not binding. So I flip the pick over and pick the top wafers. I think I could set 2. Felt a little turn on the plug. Flip it over. Another one was binding now on the bottom. More movement on the plug. Can't feel anything which would need to be picked on the top, so check again the other side. Got another movement here on the plug. And now let's check the top wafers and we got it open. Alright, this was not really taking too much time, but it took maybe 30 seconds or a minute or so. But it requires some skills at least. So now let's try with a different method with raking. And there is a special tool for that. That's from a cheap Chinese pick set. It's a double-sided wafer rake. These two peaks here are on spring-loaded arms. You can slide it in and wiggle it around and remove it and insert it so that you can eventually set all the wafers. It has this end part here that allows for easy inserting. Yeah, it's more or less shaped like a key with the slope here, and it's a very comfortable way of opening these locks. So let's give this a try. It's locked up again, and start in and out and up and down. No skills are involved in this method, and you can see it turns and turns and turns, and it opens. So that was much quicker and much more reliable and does not require any skills. When I do this again, so that you can see that this is a really reliable method. Open. One more time. Oh, now I'm in a bad situation. The plug is half picked, but the handle cannot be pushed down. So we have to rake it again so that the lock can be closed. Yeah, things like this happen when you pick locks. This is not too bad actually, so we can easily recover from this situation, but that's one reason why you should never pick locks that are in use just for fun, because you never know what happens to these locks when you pick them. So now it's locked up again, as you can see, and the lock is also in the locked up state. Let's try the rake last time, just to show how reliable this works. There's something broken? No, I don't think so. Ah, now it turns. And open. Alright, so that's the power of raking. That's a very, very efficient tool when it comes to wafer lock raking, even if the wafers are on both sides. Picking may take some time and it requires at least some finesse, but with a tool like this, everyone can open up your lock in a matter of seconds. Alright, yeah, Victor, thank you very much for for giving this lock to me. It was quite some fun for me to play with it. Yeah, I hope everybody else also had some fun watching this, and until we meet again, happy picking and bye bye.